My sister stopped talking to me over a flower, not a real one, a tattoo. And honestly, I thought she was completely overreacting. But as it turns out, I didn't know the whole story. My sister Maya has been planning this elaborate floral sleeve tattoo for over a year. She's obsessed with making every detail perfect. Specific flowers, specific colors, a whole symbolic meaning behind each bloom. It's all she talks about. Peonies for honor, forget-me-nots for memories, lilies for rebirth, the list goes on. Last month, our cousin Jennifer announced she's getting married in 3 months, small ceremony, family only, and she asked Maya to be a bridesmaid. Maya was thrilled until she found out the wedding date falls right during the 2-week healing period after her tattoo appointment. The issue? The bridesmaid dress is sleeveless, and Maya's tattoo artist told her the fresh ink would look red, possibly swollen, and definitely need covering. She'd have to either postpone her tattoo or miss being in the wedding party. Maya called me, sobbing, expecting sympathy. Instead, I told her what I actually thought: just reschedule the tattoo. It's not going anywhere. Family comes first. She lost it. Said I didn't understand her artistic vision and that she'd been planning this specific date because of the artist's availability and some astrological timing she believed in. She actually said, "This tattoo represents my journey." I snapped. "It's permanent ink on your arm. You can get it next month. Our cousin's wedding happens once. Stop being so childish and get your priorities straight." The silence on the other end of the phone was deafening. Then she hung up. Within hours, our family group chat exploded. Maya posted a message saying she was declining Jennifer's bridesmaid invitation due to prior commitments and wouldn't be elaborating further. Jennifer was hurt and confused. Our mom immediately called me, having correctly guessed I was involved. "What did you say to your sister?" she demanded. I explained the situation, expecting mom to back me up. Instead, she sighed heavily. "You need to apologize to Maya." "For what?" "For being honest. For not listening," mom said quietly, then hung up. I was furious. Here I was, trying to preserve family harmony, and somehow I was the bad guy. I doubled down, posting in the family chat that some people needed to learn what really mattered in life and that permanent decisions can wait for permanent family bonds. Yeah, I was being passive-aggressive. And yeah, I was talking about Maya. My brother Jason called me immediately. "Dude, take that down. You're making it worse. She's choosing a tattoo over Jennifer's wedding. There's more to it," he said, "but it's not my story to tell. Just back off and let Maya handle this." I didn't take the post down. I was right, and everyone needed to see it. 2 days later, Maya showed up at my apartment. Her eyes were red from crying, and she looked like she hadn't slept. Without a word, she thrust her phone at me. On the screen was a photo of a young woman who looked strikingly like Maya, but younger. She was laughing, her arm around Maya's shoulders, both of them covered in paint at what looked like an art class. "Who's this?" I asked. "That's Riley," Maya whispered. "My best friend from college. She died 4 years ago this month. Car accident." My stomach dropped. I'd never heard Maya mention anyone named Riley. She took the phone back, scrolling to another photo, a sketch of the exact floral sleeve Maya had been planning. "Riley designed this for me before she died. We were supposed to get matching tattoos after graduation. But then she was gone, and I couldn't do it. It felt wrong to get it without her." I stood there, speechless, as Maya continued. "It took me 4 years to be ready. 4 years of therapy, of grieving, of finally accepting that getting this tattoo wasn't betraying her memory. It was honoring it. The appointment I have, it's with Riley's favorite tattoo artist, the one she always talked about. He's moving to Japan permanently next month. This is my last chance." "Maya, the flowers aren't random," she interrupted, her voice breaking. "The peonies are for Riley. They were her favorite. The forget-me-nots are self-explanatory. The lilies represent my own rebirth after losing her. Every single element of this tattoo has been planned to commemorate the most important friendship of my life." I felt like the world's biggest jerk. "Why didn't you tell me? Tell the family?" "Because I knew this would happen," she said, tears streaming down her face. "I knew everyone would judge me, would say I'm being dramatic, would tell me to just get over it and reschedule. So I kept it private. My grief, my healing, my choice. And then you called me childish." The word hit me like a slap. I had called her childish. I'd dismissed her pain, her journey, her healing, all because I didn't know the full story, because she hadn't told me, because I hadn't asked. I apologized profusely. I took down my post. I called mom and Jason and explained everything, admitting I'd been completely wrong. I even offered to talk to Jennifer on Maya's behalf. But Maya shook her head. "I already talked to Jennifer yesterday. That's actually the other thing I came to tell you." "What do you mean?" "Jennifer knows about Riley. I told her the whole story when I declined being a bridesmaid, and you know what she said." I waited, dreading the answer. She said she completely understood. She asked if I'd still come to the wedding as a guest, even with a fresh tattoo, because she'd rather have me there looking a little red and swollen than not have me there at all. Then she asked if she could include Riley's memory in the ceremony somehow, maybe a reserved seat or a mention during the toasts. I sat down heavily on my couch. "So Jennifer isn't mad?" "No, the only person who was mad was you." That stung, but it was true. I'd manufactured this entire crisis in my head, appointed myself the defender of family values, and attacked my sister without knowing any of the facts. "I'm so sorry, Maya. I should have listened. I should have asked why this was so important instead of just assuming you were being selfish." She nodded slowly. "Yeah, you should have. But I also should have told you. I've gotten so used to protecting my grief, keeping it private, that I forgot you can't support me if you don't know what I'm going through." We hugged. both of us crying, and I promised to do better. The day of Maya's tattoo appointment, I showed up at the studio with flowers, peonies, of course. I asked if I could sit with her during the session, and to my surprise, she said yes. Watching the artist's work was mesmerizing. Each line, each shade of color brought Riley's design to life on Maya's skin. Maya cried through most of it, not from pain, but from emotion. She told me stories about Riley I'd never heard, their late-night study sessions, their shared dreams of opening an art gallery together, the way Riley could always make her laugh even on the worst days. I wish I'd known her, I said honestly. I wish you had too. She would have liked you. Well, maybe not right now, Maya added with a small smile. She was pretty protective of me. I deserve that, I admitted. When the tattoo was finished, it was breathtaking. The flowers seemed to bloom right off her skin, delicate and vibrant and full of life. Maya stared at it in the mirror, fresh tears streaming down her face. She'd love it, she whispered. Jennifer's wedding was beautiful. Maya attended as a guest, her tattoo still healing but carefully covered with a light, breathable wrap and a sheer shawl over her dress. During the reception, Jennifer made an unexpected announcement. I want to take a moment to acknowledge someone who can't be here today, she said, gesturing to an empty chair near the family table, decorated with peonies. Riley was Maya's best friend, and though we never got to meet her, her spirit is here with us. Maya, this is for Riley, and for you. The DJ played a song, Riley's favorite, Maya told me later, and Jennifer invited Maya to the dance floor. They danced together, laughing and crying, and the whole family joined in. It was chaotic and beautiful and exactly what a family celebration should be. I found Maya afterward. I'm really glad you got the tattoo. She smiled, touching her arm gently through the wrap. Me too. And I'm glad you're here. I'm sorry I almost ruined this for you. You didn't ruin anything. You just reminded me that I need to let people in more, even when it's scary. In the end, I wasn't wrong for wanting Maya to prioritize family, but I was wrong for assuming I knew what that meant for her. Riley was family to Maya, chosen family, but family nonetheless, and honoring that relationship was just as important as showing up for Jennifer's wedding. The real lesson? Before you judge someone's choices, ask questions, listen to their story, understand their why, because most of the time, what looks like selfishness on the surface is actually something much deeper. Grief, healing, love, or all three. Maya and I are closer now than we've been in years. She's teaching me about Riley, sharing memories and photos, bringing me into a part of her life she kept hidden, and I'm learning to be a better sister, one who listens first and judges never. As for the tattoo, it healed beautifully. Maya says every time she looks at it, she feels Riley with her, and now, when I look at it, I feel her too, the friend I never met, but who shaped my sister into the strong, loving person she is today. Family isn't just about showing up to weddings. It's about showing up for each other's pain, each other's healing, and each other's joy. I almost forgot that. I'm grateful Maya gave me the chance to remember.